Hola clase, hoy hablamos de ser y estar. Primero, repasamos las conjugaciones. El verbo ser significa to be. Ser es soy, yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros somos, ellos o ustedes son. El verbo estar también significa to be. Estar, yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros, nosotras estamos, ustedes, ellos, ellas están. Continuamos. Ser o estar. These two verbs have the same meaning, both mean to be, and therefore we need to decide which to use based on the context of the sentence that they are used in. So this is both when you are listening to someone speak and also when you are speaking to someone. You need to be able to identify when the person is using ser or estar and how that changes the meaning of what they say. Vamos a ver abajo las cosas diferentes en que usamos ser y usamos estar. So let's look at the different things or the different times that require ser versus estar. Ser. Número 1. Origen. Soy de Quito. Número 2. Características físicas o personales. Los estudiantes son inteligentes. Número 3. Profesión. La señora Ramírez es maestra. Número 4. Tiempo y fecha. Es jueves. Son las 2:30. Número 5. Identificar personas. Ella es la mujer en la película. Mira que todas son más o menos permanentes. These are more permanent characteristics. When you use ser, typically the thing that you're saying doesn't change easily. You don't easily change where you come from. You don't easily change your physical characteristics or your personality traits. You don't easily change your job. That tends to be fairly permanent, though some people do change more often than others. Tiempo, fecha, the date and the time, even though these are things that change, this is something we always use ser for. Identificar personas, when you identify somebody, you say, oh, she is this person, he is that person, and you're identifying who someone is. That's not going to change. It's going to be that person. It's not going to suddenly, poof, be a different person. So those are why those characteristics, those 5 different situations use ser. They're more permanent and change less easily. When we look at estar, we see a lot more change. Estar. Primero, número 1, ubicación. Quito está en Ecuador. Now this one doesn't follow that rule. Quito isn't going to change where it's located, but whenever we talk about location, we're going to use estar, and that's because we, as beings, can easily change our location and move to a different place. So you can think of it that way, even though something like Quito, for example here, is not going to change where it is. Número 2, condición, emoción. Física, estoy bien. Emocional, estamos contentos. So here you can see that the conditions or emotions, whether they're physical, now this isn't talking about physical characteristics, which we already covered in estar. Those are the things that don't change. My hair is brown. Yes, I could dye my hair, but the way it is brown. But something that about maybe the way you're feeling, I am well physically in my body, I am well, estoy bien. So that's something that does change more easily. emocional, our emotions change frequently. So estamos contentos, we're using estar in this significance in this case. So hopefully that helps you to determine between the use of ser and estar. And the truth is it just does take some practice, because in English to be is used in all of these different cases, and we don't have a distinguish between these different types of being. So it will take some practice. Don't get discouraged when you make mistakes. The more you hear it and use it, the easier it will become. Vamos a ver unos ejemplos. De Nebraska. In este caso, it's talking about origen. Origen. Entonces, soy de Nebraska. Cómodo en el sillón. Cómodo, comfortable. En el sillón, that's the armchair. That's one of our vocabulary words this unit. And here, this is something that could change easily. Entonces, ¿estás cómodo en el sillón? You could be asking someone, are you comfortable in the armchair? ¿Estás cómodo en el sillón? Este es ubicación. So this one is location. Roberto, fuerte. Puede ayudarte a subir la escalera con los muebles. Roberto is strong. He can help you to go up the stairs with the furniture. Roberto es fuerte. Roberto es fuerte because es is a característica. That's one of the more permanent characteristics that you don't easily change, a physical characteristic. Isabela y su padre en la cocina preparando la comida. Isabela y su padre están en la cocina. Ubicación otra vez. Están en la cocina preparando la comida. La chica en la sala, mi prima. La chica en la sala es mi prima. La chica en la sala, and we're trying to identify who is this girl. Es mi prima. Identificación. Señor Santos, doctor. Señor Santos es doctor. Es su profesión. Y las 8 de la noche tengo que ir a mi casa. Son las 8 de la noche. Tengo que ir a mi casa. You might remember when we learned times that we used es with la una, es la una, and son with all the other times. Son las dos, son las tres, son las 8 en este caso. Entonces, estos son los ejemplos. If you have more questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll continue to practice this throughout the rest of the semester. To be is a very commonly used verb, since we often talk about how things are or is. And so we'll continue to work with this and just do our best to come back to these lists of situations to help us determine which one we need. If you ever have a question about it, let me know. Hasta luego.